the screen.
Sharon going up top, and it is incomplete. Philip Collins back there defending. It was intended for Lazard. It was a little short, but I'll tell you, Collins almost helped it along. He deflected it, and it went right behind Kevin Lazard. If it went a little bit more forward toward Kevin, he was gone. There was no one back.
Sean Jones going in the wide motion. We've seen that quite a few times this year, and Bellflower's usually throwing a screen out to him in open field to try and get him loose for a long run. That time they used the fact that they had done it before and switched their pass long to Lazard.
2nd and 10. Jones wrapped up, got a yard, and no more, brought down to the 49-yard line. For Duarte, this is how they come out in that 5-2 Okie defensive set. It'll be Collins, Nathan Collins, Chris Shelton, Gordon Marino, Martin Flores, and Mike Armstrong on the front line. The two inside linebackers of Fitz and Gonzalez, and the secondary, Pearson and Collins, Philip Collins at the corners, the safeties, McGee and Robles. 3rd down and 9 from the Bellflower 49-yard line. Play action, and it's knocked down. I think it hit the helmet of Chris Shelton, who shot in there again. Also, Nathan Collins put in a lot of pressure on, so the ball goes incomplete. Thomas Mann will have to come in to punt it away.
Once again, Duarte getting all kinds of pressure on Sean Jones and Robert Sharon in passing situations, unable to even get a pass off on that one.
Ray McGee trotting back to receive the kick from Mann. Duarte has gotten in before, blocked the kick, but roughed the punter. On the ground, Mann in trouble, just does get it away, but he shanks it. Takes a bounce at the 33, now takes a Duarte roll, and it'll go to the 35-yard line, and the Falcons will take it there 1st and 10 to open up the 3rd quarter. For Duarte, it'll be Mike Fernandez at the helm. His running backs are Chris Shelton and Gary Hall. Harris and Philip Collins, the wide receivers. The tight end, David Robles, and the front line is Strickland at 320 pounds. Cam Channon, Collette, Herrera, and Ramirez. Look at number 52, the Duarte version of the fridge.
Yeah,
boy, he is big. Look how he dwarfs a couple of the players there. I'm glad I'm up here.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Hall hit and brought down in the backfield. The first man in there, Mike Holman, the 275-pound senior, making the initial contact. For Bellflower, they run a 4-4-3 defensive set. It'll be Harvey, Holman, Casper Lucero on the front line with Mann, Thompson, Sin, and McPherson in the linebacking core. The secondary, Lazard, Comer, and Bryant. 2nd down and a yard, and 11, a yard loss on the run by Hall. Play action, here comes Mann after Fernandez, and he gets him. Down at the 35-yard line.
Nice play by Mann, coming all the way from the other side of the field, outrunning the quarterback and bringing him down. Nice play.
I'll pick up a 1. And so it goes back to 3rd down and 10. There's Thomas, had an interception last week for the touchdown. Had a real good game last week along with Lucero and Thomas and the rest of the Buccaneers. 3rd down and long. 11 yards to be exact. Play action, incomplete, intended for Mora. So the Buccaneers hold early, and they should get the ball fairly decent field position.
Had good pressure on the quarterback again, that time from Mike Rumbles and number 74, Robert Casper, forcing Fernandez to throw early.
Nathan Collins, the punter, comes onto the field as Moten and Lazard drop back to receive. Long snapper, Mark Collette. Duarte leads 13-0 with 9 minutes, 2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Life as a punter.
Good snap. Pretty good kick. Moten rushes on it now, takes an odd bounce for Bellflower. And one of the Bellflower teammates touched the football, and it's recovered by Duarte. It was Sean Thompson, number 86. The ball came in from behind him, and looks like he was going to fall on it as there's a flag down on the field, and it's against Duarte. Boy, what a break for Bellflower.
Coach Brown, I said don't touch it, but it might as well have been him, because I'm sure that's what he was thinking over there on the sidelines. He's got to be happy that there was a holding penalty on that one. He'll talk to Thompson about that.
Ask any coach, and they'll tell their players when that ball bounces on a punt, you get away from it as fast as possible. And that time, it's not anything on the fault. It's not a fault of Thompson. It just took a bad bounce, and Sean didn't know where the ball was coming from. But fortunately, a big break there on the penalty for the Buccaneers. And they should get the ball in even better field position. The ball marked back at the 25 of Duarte. And this time, see, one man back. And that's Richard Bryant.
Block on this play.
Oh, and man almost got it. Takes a bounce for Duarte. Inside the 35 and down to the 33-yard line. So a big punt by Collins, and now a flag down.
Seems to be Bellflower player was a little fired up and took a shot at number 2.
That was Brian Fitz and Thomas Mann. Personal foul.
Called against Mann.
Will be offsetting penalties against both Fitz and Mann.
That's good to see if you're a Bellflower or a Duarte fan. You don't want to see it on either one of them, because that's 15 yards either way.
So it'll be first down and 10, the Buccaneers, from their own 34-yard line. Could have been from their own 19 if it wasn't offsides, offsetting penalties rather. So Sharon out again for the second time this half. 8 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. The Buccaneers trailing 13-0. Need to get something up on the board and quickly. First and 10. Sean Jones up the middle, cross the 40, down to the 41-yard line, and another flag shoots into the air.
Might have been a late hit because the play had been whistled before the flag went up. We'll find out. Jones looking kind of like Choi on that one and carrying people for 4 or 5 yards. That's something we usually see Mike Choi.
A big penalty, face mask against the Falcons. That'll take them back a long ways into their own territory. 15 yards it'll go down to the 45-yard line. So Bellflower and it has an ample opportunity to put some points up on the scoreboard with 8 minutes, 18 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Good chance for Bellflower to take and make a long drive here using the running talents of Jones and Sin and mix it up. Stoppage and play for here for a second.
All set to go now. Clock begins to tick. First and 10. Jones yanked down just shy of the 40-yard line. Pick up a 5, second down and 5.
Jones and Moreno looked like Moreno was playing with a yo-yo there. Jones extended out for a few yards, and then Moreno just yanked him back like a yo-yo. Got him by the jersey. Strong man to pull back a running back the size of Jones, 160 pounds.
So without Mike Choi, Bellflower needs to get in that third down and 1, third down and 2 situation. Trail 13-0. Sean Jones again. Down to close to the 36-yard line. We'll call it the 37. It'll be third down and 2. Again, some more pushing and shoving down there. This time no flags though.
Both teams looking anxious to win. Bellflower wants to win two in a row. Duarte looking for its first one. Coach Brown probably got these players riled up being down by 13, and both sides players are really active tonight.
Now there's an official's timeout on the field. An equipment problem for Sean Jones as he works on his right shoe. Here's Coach Brown talking it over with one of his assistants.
It's Coach Pendleton, one of the line coaches for Bellflower. Big man.
And now both captains being talked to by the officials. I think what they're telling us, hey guys, I know it's a long game and you both of you want to win real bad, but hey, just calm down the tempers a little bit. Turn down the pilot light. Let's try to keep from having any more personal fouls and any serious injuries.
Yeah, that's something you don't like to see. Like with Choi, he's a senior, and this could limit his action in his senior year to what has already happened. And he's not played badly, but could hurt his chances at any further playing time.
Third down and a long one. Big play for the Bucks. Sean Jones got the first down. Sheer second effort got it for him. And you can see David Harding pushing one of the players of Duarte. Buccaneers really want to win this game. This would be such a big boost, especially when next week's league season begins. And it doesn't matter too much what preseason record is. What counts is next week and on.
That's right. Bellflower like to make a good showing in league. If they can hit third place, they'll go to CIF.
First down 10. Ball just inside the 35 of Duarte. Sean Jones, third straight time up the middle. Fumbled the football. There's a scramble. And it looks like Bellflower's got it.
It looked like there was a delayed reaction on everybody's part. The ball was on the ground and it appeared that everyone was looking at it.
Timeout
picked it up.
Timeout on the field taken by Duarte. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. We'll step aside. The score, Duarte 13, Bellflower nothing. Six as we return back to action here at Buck Stadium. Dave Brown finished giving some instruction to his offensive unit. Ball at the 32-yard line of the Falcons. Play action, Sharon going up top for Ross, touchdown! No, that wasn't an earthquake, but a lot of Buck fans that are very happy. The Buccaneers needed a big play, and they got it on the 32-yard pass completion from Robert Sharon to Sinton Ross, and it's 13-6. Duarte only up by 7, and Thomas Mann coming in to cut the lead to 6. Schneider will hold. And he pulled it to the left. It's no good. And with 6:14 remaining here in the third quarter, we'll step aside. The score, Duarte 13 and Bellflower 6. Sharon had not complete a pass all game long, but what a time to do it. A 32-yarder to Sinton Ross for a touchdown, and it's 13-6. Bellflower down only by 7 now, and that can do a lot for a team's morale.
Oh, it's got to help him. Looks like Lazard's going to be kicking off this time instead of Thomas Mann.
Kevin Lazard will kick off for the Bucks.
Gary Hall and McGee back deep on the ground.
Going for squib kick.
And it was Chuck Kamchanan making the recovery. So Duarte gets it in good field position at their own 43-yard line.
Coach Dave Brown trying to rile his group up some more, going for the onside kick. That was number 63, Vargas, leaping over the top, doing a full flip trying to get that ball. He really wants that ball and really wants to win this game. It was a nice touchdown pass. Bellflower line got some protection for Sharon, and he was able to find his man with some protection.
First down and 10. Handoff goes to Hall. And brought down. You know, I kept saying it was a 32-yard pass completion. I'm sure Dave Brown and Robert Sherwood would like it to be 20 yards, to correct myself before we go on any further.
Still a nice long pass play for the Bucks. Nice to see them unleash their passing attack.
So they pick up 3, make it 4 on the carry, down to the 47-yard line. 2nd and 6. Power eye for the Falcons. Give goes to Hall. He's hit immediately by David Harding. And he got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Nice play by Harding, getting good position, penetration from his left tackle position. That time they ran away from their big man Strickland, and Harding was right there to eat him up.
So an important play right here for the Buccaneers. The defense like to shut down the Falcons, get the football right back. Tell you, Robert Sharon saying, hey, give me the ball, I'm red hot. Touchdown will do that. 3rd and 6. Play action, and it is almost intercepted. Robles back there, and went in and out of his hands, and guess who was there? Billy Thomas. He is everywhere.
Doing a fine job back in the backfield for Bellflower. 5 interceptions already this year. I'm sure he's looking for another one tonight. Wants to keep that going.
Nathan Collins and the punting unit onto the field. Moten and Lazard back deep. You think Dave Brown would like a punt return for a touchdown?
Oh, he'd love almost anything for a touchdown.
Good
Punt
kick
return
by
would be
Collins. Fair catch by Bryant. And the Bucks will get it 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Well, Bellflower came out with a good time-consuming drive, just like we said they'd like to get. And, of course, we'll try and have them do it again. Managing to mix up the running and the passing. They gave it to Sean Jones 4 or 5 times and came out with a nice 20-yard pass to close it out. Of course, the big help was the 15-yard face mask penalty. That's something, those 15-yard penalties you hate to see.
I think that would have to be considered the key play in that drive for the Buccaneers. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left here in the third. 1st and 10, Jones. Across the 30 down to the 33, a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6.
Jones keeps on the inside run, keeps looking like he's about to reach the open field when Duarte will come back and hold on and pull him down. Coach Brown was impressed with Sean's inside running last week when he gained 146 yards. And it seems to be doing well tonight as well.
Lazard will go to the far side. Ross to the near side. 2nd and 6. Sean Jones again. Maybe to the 35. A pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 4. Gary Hall, number 5, in there to make the stop for the Falcons. Paul Sin will check into the ball game. He'll come into the fullback spot to help out Sean Jones. Again, another crucial 3rd down. I would think until Bellflower can get on the board again, all their 3rd downs will be very important. Jones turns the corner, across the 40, and stumbles down to the 43-yard line.
Nick, what made that play possible? Duarte was piling up in the center, looking to blitz up the middle. They cut the ball outside, and Jones was able to make a nice run out of it before almost outrunning his blockers on that play, and he stumbled, but he made a nice gain on the play.
So Sean picks up the first down. It'll be first down and 10. Buccaneers at their own 43-yard line. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. Third quarter, 13-6. Duarte on top, but the Buccaneers are looking for more. This time Jones he fumbled the football, but after he was down, as he gets to the line of scrimmage and no more.
4 men in on that play. Nice penetration by the Duarte line, coming up the middle.
Just over 2 minutes remaining. And now officials timeout, and Sean Jones really got belted that time. And now Thomas Mann will be coming into the ball game, and that's all Dave Brown and his staff needs. First Mike Choi, now Sean Jones. And tonight, 89 yards for the junior.
Hopefully he's coming up on his own power. Probably maybe got the wind knocked out of him. He was hit pretty hard and taken down hard as well.
It's like when the defenders lowered their helmet right into that midsection.
And that's what the coaches tell you to do. They say they want you to put their face cage right on the number and take them straight down, and that was done very well by the Duarte team.
Looking at about 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Second and 10. Sharon pumps, throws, complete. Billy Thomas, he's off to the races. And it'll be Philip Collins, number 3, to pull him down just inside the 10-yard line. It was a foot race between two of the fastest players on the field. And if Billy maybe had a step or two more when he caught the football, he would have been in the end zone. But nevertheless, hey, Coach Brown's not complaining. First down and 10. The Buccaneers at the 10-yard line.
Nice pump fake by Sharon, freezing the defenders, allowing a couple more seconds for Thomas to work his way open. And then once he caught it, it was just running. And Thomas runs on the track team. I wonder if the Duarte defender runs on track as well. If not, the track coach is probably thinking to sign him up now.
Billy Thomas has been getting letters from different colleges, and that is one reason why. We've seen a lot of his excellent play on defense, and right there he shows why he's one of the exciting players on offense as well. A 5'8", 148-pound senior. One of the returning starters from a year ago, as we have timeout on the field. 1 minute, 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. That has been all Bellflower. Some big plays, and of course that one on this series, the biggest.
Coach Brown seemed to do a good job of rallying his troops in there at halftime, and troops have responded.
Some of the Duarte players is saying to themselves, what happened? What hit us all of a sudden? Joe Ballard telling his call club, you've got to bear down now. This is, right now, when you get inside the 10, it really comes down to the battle of the lines. Which one is going to do the better blocking, the better penetrating? For Sharon tonight, 2 of 4 for 30 yards. That would have to be wrong. He got a 20-yard completion on the last play. I would have to say he has at least 60 yards. We'll try to get that correct. First and goal. And Thomas Mann fights his way. Spotted about the 6-yard line.
Perhaps the yardage on that play was 30. I'm not real sure quite now.
Mike Rumbles comes into the ball game. Out comes Kevin Lazard. Sean Jones still on the sideline. Paulson, Thomas Mann in the backfield. Ross to the right side. 2 tight ends for the Bucks. Thomas Mann gets to the line of scrimmage and then ridden out of bounds. David Robles making a stop, and he is holding his knee over on the far sideline. That's not a good sign.
You really hate to see knee injuries. That's one of the most important parts of the body. It's a joint. You'd never like to see anyone holding their knee.
19 seconds left to go, third quarter. 13-6 Duarte on top, but the Buccaneers are at the doorstep and knocking on the door. Would like to punch it in here. The ball at the 6-yard line of the Falcons.
I think it would probably make the offense feel real good with Sean Jones out to score a touchdown without him, without down close, but you sure would like to see him in there. Probably gathering his thoughts right now.
Right now, Dave Brown carefully selecting his play while they still tend to Robles over on the far sideline. Right now, a timeout on the field. We're going to take a break. 19 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The score, Duarte 13, Bellflower 6. And then the clock runs down, so we'll again take another timeout. We'll begin the fourth quarter of play. Duarte 13, Bellflower 6, but the Buccaneers knocking on the door. Welcome back. Bellflower at the Duarte 6-yard line, third down and goal. Tonight, receiving for the Buccaneers, Sinton Ross, 15 yards. Meanwhile, Billy Thomas, 47 yards, but that big catch just a few moments ago could be one of the key plays in this football game. Thomas and Ross both go to the left side and are split. Third and goal. Sean Jones gets the ball, and he gets down to about the 1.5-yard line. Chris Shelton over there to make the stop, and now a very important decision. Fourth down and goal from the 1. Do you go for it?
Well, Dave Brown has shown all year he's not afraid to go for it on fourth down, and sure he will this time. The crowd getting excited here. It's not another Whittier tremor.
Thomas Mann isn't in there, so Dave Brown has elected to go for the touchdown. 11 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the football game. Bellflower down by 7, 13-6. From the 1-yard line. Jones, touchdown! But the Buccaneers have roared back. They trail now 13-12, and they decide to go for 2 with 11 minutes, 9 seconds remaining. This is a big play. Sean Jones, he's in! 11 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in the football game, and the Bellflower Buccaneers have taken the lead, 14-13. We'll be back right after this. All Bellflower here in the second half. They lead now 14-13 as Mann kicks off. Taken by number 4, Ray McGee. And he's brought down at the 32-yard line. I'll tell you, the Buccaneers are fired up.
And so is this crowd. Bellflower came out in the second half and did exactly what we said would be the optimum for them. Came out with 2 long, time-consuming drives, Give their defense a chance to rest. And now they're going to get on the field on the defense and try and stop Duarte again.
The offense for the Buccaneers doing very well. Robert Sharon has completed his last 2 passes. He's 2 of 4 for 62 yards and a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, Sean Jones, number 20, 97 yards rushing tonight, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And now Mike Fernandez and the Falcons trying to get the lead back from the Buccaneers. First down and 10 Falcons from their own 32. Gary Hall, right side, down to